Okay, so I've got something really good here. This is the book from Red 5 or Read 5, Red 5. Arrived a week ago. I've just opened it now. So I'm just unboxing it today. I'm not going to review it or anything like that. Might have a quick look at it. So it weighs a ton, this book. You get a couple of leaflets. Thank you, please read. So, purely optimal, if you feel you've done, we totally understand. Yeah, I mean, Gianni knows I've got the book anyhow. Get a letter from the two authors, Gianni and Greg. I met Greg at Kingston and I didn't recognise him, even though I'd met him before. It's just like I said, old age. He recognised me though. So yeah, this is great. It's been a long journey. It's like been a long time. But what a great journey. So this started as a sort of, or I became aware of this in Paddy Boys. What a magnificent book. Huge. Amazing. I'm not sure I'm strong enough to lift it out of the box. Hopefully I am. Oh, what a beauty. Wow, goodness, it's heavy. Whoa, that is heavy. This book weighs a ton. But it's nice to have in hand. I can see the sticker sheets underneath. Oh, what an amazing book. Cool, I need to recover lifting that. But let's have a good look. There's the book in all its glory. Sumptuous cover. First 12 figures. And here you get the sticker sheets. How many sticker sheets? Oh, so many. Wow. So we'll look at the sticker sheets. I think what I've gathered from most reviews of this is that most people are going to not use the sticker sheets because the book is such a beautiful book, but we've got all the card variants. So these are cards that are possibly may exist. Look at all those for Luke Hoff. Brilliant. So you get tons of... I'm not going to review the book because I'm just going to give my initial impressions. I think because I'm sort of, dare I say, considered a bit of an expert in vintage Star Wars, that my opinion sort of matters in a way. But these just look beautiful. So many sticker sheets, all the card backs, the extension offers, some Empire Strikes Back possibilities. Wow, gorgeous. With the layer, I know I've got the 48 back Jedi card and the 77 back, but these would be what, 79s? Well, I've got the Anakin offer there. I love the Princess Leia card. The Luke Gunner card, what a beauty. That is a beautiful card. The Jedi figures, Han Solo, Jawa, Greedo. I guess with the earlier figures, there's going to be the most possible variations and stuff like that. The Bossk. Everyone loves Bossk. Wow, amazing. So now we're going to look at the book itself. I'm just going to put the camera there for a minute and make a little bit of space because I live in a tiny little flat In a tiny little hole lived a hobbit, and you know, but this book looks amazing. Wow, I mean the cover just looks so good. Beautiful. Wow, and there's the cover from the back. If you get in contact with Read 5, you can say you'd like to get a copy. I mean, I think it's going to be for a reprint, but this is such a... Look how thick it is. And it is incredibly heavy. Oh gosh, I'm getting old. But yeah, this is just looks so amazing. Let's move this stuff for the camera. I'm just going to go with the camera. So I mean, you've seen brilliant reviews from Vintage Toy Rush, Tez, Roland's, G-Force, all my sort of... Oh man, that is gorgeous. So lovely. This feels so nice. What a beautiful book. I mean, Greg and Gianni, you should be so proud of this book. Star Wars toy, and it's signed as well. Amazing. So 500 pages, we're not going to really get through it at all. Got help from all these guys: Gus Lopez, Ron Salvatore, Andy Lemire. No, Andy Lemire. He's got Holochronicles, yeah. I think I had a video or something on his channel, like a spotlight on my collection. There's a picture of Bosk. Great photographs. There's just so much in this book. There's all the brief history, evolution, card front offers. So I can't really review this book because I haven't. This is just my first look. So this is going to be the initial look. So you get the history of Kenner, $6 Million Man, brilliant figure Luke. So we're going to have to go through this really fast. The pages are thick. Early bird kit. That's a great image to see. The evolution of the action figure. Look at that brilliant picture. Then we go into the card fronts. So this is like, you know, Kellerman does the same. I mean, until this book appeared, Kellerman was regarded as the definitive vintage Star Wars figure book, but now I think this book is just gonna take the crown, really. So this is gonna just blow Kellerman out the water, really. But I mean, I'm glad I do have Kellerman. There's the Jedi 48 back with Leia. I've got that figure carded. Luke Gunner. I might have that one. Rockstar Chewbacca. All these beautiful carded figures. Brilliant. Love the photography. Gonk Droid, Death Star Droid, R5-D4. Obviously the Boba Fett. I think I've shown my Boba Fett's. FX7. That's a card you sort of appreciate when you sort of delve into the collecting these figures over time. IG-88. Luke Bespin, he's one of the most popular carded figures. Bosk as well. Yoda. White Bespin Guard. There's a 48 back Lebot. Imperial Commander. Rare. It's very rare. So this book solely concentrates on the Kenner releases. So there's no Palitoy, there's no Tri-Logos, but I mean, this is, oh my gosh, look at all of that. Such a, if you've ever dreamt of action carded vintage Star Wars figures, you'd appreciate that. Then we've got introduction card front offers. We know all about that. Design templates, brilliant. So there's so much interesting stuff about how the cards were put together. There's a thing about the existing and predicted card backs. I mean, the most famous example of that would be the C-3PO 45 back on the removable limbs, which in the past was only known for being on just the card back with a Bassa sticker. And then, so you see these sort of cards here are faded out, so you can use your sticker sheets once these cards are confirmed on the backs. But then, more recently, that card, the 45 back C-3PO, and I mean, I was waffling to Greg and Gianni on Pally Boys about that, and they must have think, what is this a-hole talking about? But who knows? The C-3PO 45 back. When I see that, hopefully I'll remember. There's the Anakin offers. Mock-up for the Imperial Gunner. Oh, the unreleased 93rd back. That'd have been Yak Face, obviously. There. Kenner action figures. Wave A, B, C. This is just so brilliant. All the Lukes. So these are what you use your little sticker sheets for. These are the ones that are true photographs are the ones that have been confirmed. And the ones that are faded, they're the ones you use your sticker sheets on. There's the Luke Gunner. I do have that. I've got it on Tri-Logo as well. 21 back C. Where's the 21 back C? Well, my one's like that one. And my 12 back's the Takara. So it's just a 12 back B with, what a beautiful card. One of my favourites, that Luke, this Princess Leia and the Han are my three favourites. Beautiful. She's tough on the Return of the Jedi card. So they're the two I've got, the 48 back and the 77 back. I've got the 12 back as well. 20 back somewhere. Where's the 20 back that I've got? That one. So I've got 12 back, 20 back, and those two. To my shame, I don't have an Empire Strikes Back one. R2-D2, I've got a 12 back C. I mean, 30 years ago, getting R2 on an Empire Strikes Back 32 back card was quite affordable. 12 back Chewbacca. I've got quite a lot of Chewbaccas, so I've got the 12 back. I've got Empire Strikes Back, I've got quite a few. Got the 48 back C. Kenner. I've got the Rockstar No Offer, which I actually did buy off Toy Tony. There's the Revenge Proof, oh my gosh. C-3PO, I've got the 41 back E. I blew it trying to get a 12 back. I do have the 12 back as a Takara sticker, but that's ungraded. And you've got even pull out pictures. Here's everyone's favourite Darth Vader. I'd say Darth Vader was about maybe the third figure I bought. I'd say the first was Han, then Ben Kenobi, and then Vader. So you've got all the different Kenner releases of Darth Vader. Mine, 12 backs, the Takara again. Not the white back, but the regular. Got this one. That's a great image. Stormtroopers. Again, mine's the Takara. I've got the 77 back on the Kenner. Obi-Wan Kenobi. So you get the variants: white hair, grey hair. Incredibly rare double telescoping saber. That's probably the rarest. Carded Kenner figure you can get is the double Obi-Wan and Vader. So Ben Kenobi's. Alternate picture. Han Solo. Love Han Solo. My first figure I ever bought. So yeah, definitely love Han Solo. Jawa. Need to speed through this, otherwise I'm going to be waffling forever. Then we go into the next line of figures. Wave, Hammerheads. So this book is just beautifully presented. You've got all the like a large card photo, then all the variants, possible variants. Luke X-Wing, very nice. R5D4, this is tough to get in the UK, R5D4. Death Star Droid, brilliant. I'm sure there's the Revenge Proof, brilliant. So, Gonk Droid, I think mine's a 21 back. Boba Fett, obviously, people go mad for Boba Fett. Leia Bespin. So this is quite interesting. She's got quite a few good, well-known variants like the neck, the collar, turtleneck, bear neck, 2 card images. Brilliant. FX7. Not sure I've got him on the US. Oh yes, I have. I've got the 48 back. Snowtrooper. Very cool. Got the 48 back. Rebel Soldier. Bossk. This is a figure that many people would pay a high bounty for, especially that Revenge Proof, which I might have. IG-88, cool figure. Luke Bespin, the variations, him and Luke Farmboy, man, with the variations with the hair colour, all of that sort of stuff. Orange hair, mustard hair, or it's ochre. All the different card backs you can get. Brilliant. Han Hoth. Lando. Main variations with and without white paint. All the different card backs. White Bespin Guard. There's his Revenge card, which I do have. Plus the 47 back there. Yoda. Look at that. So many possible variations. Obviously got the dark green skin, light green skin, orange, brown snake, eyes, Pac-Man eyes, all that sort of stuff. So all the different offers you could get. Just brilliant. Dengar. Han, Bespin, Lobot, Leia, Hoth. Brilliant. So, just so good. Oops. Pages are quite heavy, thick. Gotta be careful though, I don't want to get creases on them. Imperial Commander. I picked up a Palitoy one this year. 21B, or not 21B. Brilliant. Luke Hoth. There's the Revenge Proof, that's the one I got. Black Bespin Guard, I got a couple of those. I got this one and that one. Cool figure though. TIE Fighter Pilot. need to really jump ahead. Gamorrean Guard. This is gonna low grey. Klaatu. This figure has supposedly quite a lot of variants, so then we've got Rike. I mean, that's like the whole 2 spread for Squidhead. Brilliant. Mudane. Bib Fortuna. Reese. Biker Scout. Short Mask variant. Lando Skiff. Nia Num. Nikto. 88. Leia. Let's jump ahead a bit. So this book is just so great, especially if you collect these vintage Star Wars figures. Now onto Power of the Force. That's a tough one to get. Let's move the thing. 21 minutes this video is, and this is just my initial impressions. The last 17, obviously the last 17 are highly coveted, and so they need more, because you're getting fold out pages on all of these work. He was one of the last ones I got on the Power of the Force card. A-Wing Pilot. The Imperial Dignitary. Then we're going to go to variations with the figures. I mean, to me, I'm sure I probably know most of these variants, so, but it's nice for the novice collector or someone that's not experienced or as sad as me, that, you know, can just look at this book and say, all right, Cloud Car Pilot, he's a good one to look at. Light grey, dark grey accessories, hexagonal buckle, rounded buckle, pale skin, pinker skin. Same with heels for Zuckuss, Admiral Akbar, Luke Jedi. This is another. So Luke Bespin, Luke Farm Boy, and Luke Jedi are heavily collected figures because there's so many variants of them. I mean, if you want to learn about Luke variants, go to Old Plastic or Yorkie Bespin. Those 2 channels on YouTube are really great. If you want to learn about the sort of whole realm of collecting vintage Star Wars, then go to Action Figure Grader, because he does daily updates on what's selling at the moment. So, you know, then we've got lightsabers, weapons. So many variants with the weapons, you know, it's just amazing. Some of them are quite expensive loose now, so you want to know exactly what the weapons look like when you're purchasing them on eBay or on Facebook, because some of them do look the same, like Lumat's bow and Warwick's bow. So you need to know. This book is what's going to give you that information. 73 accessories. So this isn't a review, this is just me waffling about this book, my first initial impressions. So these are, you know, these are sold at KB at the closeout of the original line, just to sell off the figures. So most of these don't come with accessories. I have only one set of this. I've got, mine's this one. Mudane and Gamorrean Guard. But brilliant. Then the special action packs, the 3 figures. These have been redone in the vintage collection. So I mean, even if you just collect the vintage collection, this book is, are useful to have because it gives you the sort of history behind what Kenner or Hasbro has released in 2010, 2011. Because you can buy sets like this in the vintage collection as well. There's 6 packs. You've got the red background and the brown. The Rebo band. So blue. My one is so, you know, I took my one outside in the summer and threw it up in and filmed it, and I lost, it took me ages to find this silly thing. Kenner baggies. So I've been buying baggies as well, so this is useful to me because my baggie information is not very good. But if you're into Kenner baggies, that's collecting figures and sealed baggies, then this is, I mean, Kellerman, I don't think really has much into, I mean, this book has, in terms of its like baggies and all that sort of stuff, is much more vast than Kellerman. I mean, Kellerman is a great starting point, but this book is just like on another level, mate. But yeah, brilliant book. Catalogues, vehicle and playset baggies, special offer stickers, catalogues, Sears Wish book. For people that grew up in the UK, this doesn't really mean much for us. Our equivalent would have been Argos, or I mean, I'm so old, I remember the Green Shield stamps, so, you know, Starbird, I had that. So, but it's nice that they've been able to get all this photographic imagery of these catalogues and, you know, just put it in the book. Brilliant. We're on page 383. This review is going, it's not, I don't know what this is. It's kind of a review. It's an initial review, so, you know, but this book is just brilliant. Then we got Sears Wish book, Cloud City playset. That must have been a, yeah, 9-pack ESB. Wow. So all the multi-figure packs, which you do find on eBay, Facebook groups. Really expensive though. Yeah. I mean, even like the C3PO Limbs or Emperor mail away are really expensive now, when like 5-6 years ago you could pick them each one up for a tenner. Now they're going for way much more, or much more work. Oh, I'm just babbling now. But brilliant book. JC Penney. So all these catalogues, they must have made great connections in the USA, and to get all this photography, someone must have just saved all of this stuff. So that's a treasure trove of stuff. Then we're moving on to 4-pack droids. Brilliant. So we're still on catalogues. Coins. So if you collect Power of the Force or the droids and Ewoks, then you might be interested in the coins. I mean, some people collect these loose. I've got a few loose graded coins. Oops, got to be careful. I think this book's so heavy that any page knocks will be flattened when you close the book. Proof cards, this is interesting to me. So revenge proof cards. I mean, you're probably thinking for all of these there's about 13 or 14 examples. So these are beautiful cards. Brilliant. I mean, that Boba Fett must go for a small fortune. The Bossk there. White Bespin Guard. Luke Hoth. They're the 3 I have. I should have bought more back in the day. Brilliant. And these are the Power of the Force cards that were going to be produced. These are very rare. Droids and Ewoks. So, I mean, I got later into these, collecting these, so I've only managed to get half of the droids line. Very tough to, I mean, you've got Boba Fett droids, that's incredibly, C3PO's tough, R2's, these three are tough, very expensive as well. So I've got Thao Joben, Kia Mole, George Dusat, yep. He's tough, he's very tough. Him, yes. Keziban, yep. Uncle Gundy, A-Wing Pilot's tough. So, I mean, very daunting to collect droids now. I sort of got into collecting droids around 2006-07. So I managed about half of them. I've got some that are foreign, most of mine are Canadian. I've got a couple of Brazilian ones as well. There's the C3PO, R2-D2. We just had these reissued in the vintage collection. They're beautiful cards. The artwork's just amazing. So another reason to collect these. Thao Joben, Kia Mole, beautiful. Sizey from, he's so tough. Jantosh, nice one. Keziban, Uncle Gundy. Who? Everyone needs an Uncle Gundy. Sit on Uncle Gundy's lap and he'll tell you the stories of when he was mining in the Vlix. This is the intended US release. It never got released. This is a mock-up. My goodness, hard copy. He did get released in Brazil. This is the Brazilian Vlix. That is a highly sought carded figure. I've got George Dusat and R2-D2 on that card. Droids, coins, Ewoks, got Wicket. Wow, that's Pat Pellew in Engineering Pilot. Just seeing these beautiful figures. I remember when this picture came in, or something very similar to this, to the Tomat magazine we used to get. 6 Ewoks figure. These Ewoks are durable. You can put this set together. These two are the most expensive. The Deluxe aren't too bad. I mean, they've definitely gone up a bit, quite a bit actually. There's the Deluxe Shaman. Mine's from the Lucasfilm archive. Oh, Black Tau Ewoks, you're showing off. Mine's from the Lucasfilm archive. Oh, Black Tau Ewoks, you're showing off. There's King Gornish. I mean, you'll find that if you put a collection together, you're going to probably end up with a mixture of US and Canadian cards. The Canadian cards are generic. Then the large size action figures. I only had Chewbacca as a child. As an adult child, I haven't really bothered collecting any 12-inch. But nice to see, especially the R2-D2 with the Death Star plans. Boba Fett. Brilliant figure. Han Solo, Stormtrooper, Obi-Wan. Brilliant. And then you've got the Volume 2 preview. This video is 33 minutes. I'll be amazed if you're still watching this. Then we've got the collectors community. This is the bit I want to see the most. Thanks to all that helped make this happen. Kickstarter, YouTube. So this is how this book came about on Universal Shabby Reviews, but I'm going to say the P word. It started with Pally Boys, but you know, we've got Holo Chronicles. Andy's a cool dude. Boss Bounty, he's a legend. Universal Shabby Reviews, you've got 3 legends there. You've got Universal Toy Collector, he's changed his channel name though. Zero Hunter. Shabby is just the heart of Pally Boys and USR. He's just such a, he has he's such a caring person, I think. Tez as well. Tez and the Spectrum. Then we've got their 3 channels there. Matt, Universal Collector, Shabby, Tez Rowlands. Brilliant. And then we've got other channels. We also want to give a mention to these YouTubers who took time out of their videos or posts on their social media to give refund donations a mention. Well, I met them at Sandown Park, so there's Action Figure Grader, Apprentice Ewok, Blacked Out Ewoks, Blue Harvest Toys, The Forces with Jesse, Only One Kenobi, Padawan Collector, Reynolds Reviews, Salacious Rom, Sith Lord 229, wow, Smuggler's Canyon, Super Awesome, Usual Mike, Galay Mike, and Vintage Toy Rush. I met him at Sandown Park recently, so I'm very happy, flattered really, that they've put my channel name there. Thank you for doing that. Kickstarter, then there's a Facebook thank you, and then wow, this book is amazing. And I think if you backed it, your name goes in this as well. Brilliant. So you've got a quick reference guide, index, little picture of Salacious there. Oh, that's me, that is. That's Salacious Rum. And then we've got pictures of Gianni Venturi, a graphic designer from London, whose passion for Star Wars began after seeing the original movies in the Shepherd's Bush Gorman Theatre in 1978. I've never... I wonder where I saw... I think I saw it down in Tottenham Court Road. Gregory Armstrong, a digital marketing and retail expert whose love for all things Star Wars began with the toy line before even seeing the movies in this theatre. Well, you two, you've done a bang-up job on this book. It's just amazing. This is my initial thoughts, and, you know, it's just brilliant, this book. I mean, it weighs a ton. I only think Geekstrong can lift this book. Oh, my back's killing me now. Oh, gosh. But I highly recommend this book. I think you should, if you haven't got this book yet, you need to get it. Send your email to Read 5 Designs and get this book. Say you're interested in getting a second printing. This book is amazing. It weighs a ton. Just brilliant. So finally it's here. Oh, my back's really hurting now, but this book is just so good. So I highly recommend this book. It's just brilliant. 37 minutes 44 seconds. Time for me to stop waffling. You need this book if you like vintage Star Wars, vintage collection, have an interest in Star Wars, grew up in the 70s, you know, especially if you grew up in America. Brilliant book. Top, you know, top stuff. They should be proud. But I mean, it is huge. It weighs a ton, and it's just, they've put so much love into this book, and both of the guys should be proud. Anyway, time for me to stop waffling. Cheers, goodbye.